Wow. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a new one. This is a Baja Warrior that we picked up a while back, and as you can see, it's in pretty bad shape.
Wait. Bad shape? This thing is a turd.
We just recently finished up doing a big swap over to fix John's Trailmaster. Kind of got me thinking about the old BW200s and stuff like that. Big wheel dirt bikes, basically. So I had this frame sitting around, and I thought, why not? We could swap a 212 into here. We could swap a 420 into here. But we've done that already. But I do have one other engine that I could use. 125 pit bike motor. So let's do it. But, I mean, as you can see, the headlight's busted up pretty bad. It's missing a lot of stuff. Fenders. None of the brake linkage is there. The foot pegs are almost there. Have you ever seen somebody bend a brake handle like that? I went ahead and got rid of the block, but I had to save this piece. When we got this bike, we went to take the motor off of it. That came off on the bike. That is crazy. And I'm actually going to hold on to this. I might do something with it. That just blew my mind. If anybody else has ever seen this, what happened? I gotta know. It looks awful. It's dirty. It's got probably 10 years of grease on it. I'm not dealing with that. I'm gonna take it out, get it cleaned up, pressure wash it. We'll come right back. Okay, so we got it all cleaned up. I went ahead and took off all the useless crap that we're not gonna use. All the broken hand controls, the busted headlight. I took the rear tire off to try and situate some stuff. I've got to get new hardware for the rear wheel. The main concern that I have is before we even start thinking about mounting this motor, we need to figure out one thing. Will it fit? Ain't but one way to find out. I did not expect this to be this close. That is wild. That is crazy. I might get some spacers to go up under here, just kind of lift it up a little bit to get it off the head, but man, it fits like a glove. So as this motor plate is right now, that motor's not going to bolt up to this. So what I did was I took 2 pieces of angle iron. These will bolt up to the bottom of the motor, and I made them long on purpose. Because what I'll do is bolt them up, I'll set them down on here, and I'll use this to slide back and forth to get the motor where I want it to line up the chain. Then I'll just tack weld these in place, unbolt the motor, and fully weld it. I could drill a bunch of holes in this so that you have access to the motor mount bolts, the oil drain bolt, all that. Or I could just cut along these lines and cut this plate out completely, and you have access to all of it. So that's what I'm going to do, because that's going to be a lot easier and it'll look better in the long run. What I'm going to do now is put the mounts on the motor and lay it up here, make sure I get everything lined up, and then we can start working on getting the mounts actually installed. Okay, so before I go ahead and tack in the motor, I wanted to do some extra supports in here. So I went ahead and cut some 1-inch square tube. I'm just going to lay it in here and tack this in, and then we'll put the motor on. Okay, so I got the motor mounted. The mounts are fully welded in. Now I've got to address the foot pegs. Obviously the stock ones aren't going to work. So what I was thinking is I'll take a piece of square tube and run it up under here where I need it, weld it in. Now I know that having these long, stiff pieces of square tube sticking out for foot pegs can get kind of dangerous. You go into a turn, it snags the ground, and you end up eating it. I'm going to weld this in just for mock-up, but what I'm going to end up actually doing is cutting this down and putting real foot pegs on the end of it. I don't have any foot pegs on hand, so for now we're just going to tack weld this in just for mock-up purposes and keep on rolling. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the motor installed. The motor mounts are all welded in. Here's where we're at so far. This actually was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It was just, it's a little tedious because you have to make sure everything's lined up correctly before you start doing any kind of welding, which by yourself can get kind of aggravating. But I think it's going to be worth it in the end. I don't have a seat on it or anything, but so far, that feels pretty good. New handlebars, new handlebar controls, a gas tank. I'm going to get an actual gas tank. I'm still debating on the seat. If I want to use the Baja Warrior seat, or if I want to maybe go with like a longer doodlebug style seat, or maybe something just completely different. If y'all have any ideas, by all means, let me know. So now, we're just waiting on parts. Once I get the parts that I need, we'll continue on with this. I don't have a whole lot left to do as far as getting this thing running. But I am going to have to tear it all back down and paint it, so there's that. Because this is going to be nice when I get done with it. But if you haven't already, you can like and subscribe. Make sure you use the link in the description to check out MiniBikeApparel and pick up your own t-shirt, much like this one here. And until next time, y'all get up, get out there, and get after it.